Okay, Cal here from Birdies and Bourbon, and I've had a lot of questions about the new Jim Beam Bourbon Cream. I didn't pick the name of it, but yeah, it's Beam Cream for sure, and I have been into it, and I'm gonna do a little side by side with the Buffalo Trace Bourbon Cream, and talk about what the differences might be. So hit it with a little bean cream. By the way, so it does say special release on here. I don't see anything that says that it's going to be limited or this is for a certain time period. So I don't know what the special release part means. It is 30 proof cream liqueur, and what do they say? They say oak, vanilla, and caramel, which sounds a lot like what the Buffalo Trace sounds like. So, yeah, Jim Beam Bourbon Cream. I get a little bit of, I do get kind of some hints of oak, vanilla. Definitely a lot of vanilla, but I am getting a little bit of that bourbon oak in there. Okay, so I already know this is going to be a lot different from the Buffalo Trace, which is not a bad thing. This, if I had to describe in one flavor what this reminds me of, it reminds me of eggnog. But it's think about kind of holiday spices, so cinnamon, what is that? I'm getting a lot of clove. But yeah, it is, I mean, this is like eggnog ice cream. Getting those hints of caramel. I'd say a little thin from what I was expecting, from what it was going to be, but not bad at all. So if you like to put this maybe in a coffee, I think the consistency of the Beam Cream may be a little better than some of the thicker versions. So. The Beam Cream was about $20, give or take. Bought it in Atlanta. I forget which store. I saw it in several stores. I didn't want to get too many. I wanted to taste it first to see what it was like. Some of those, I mean, I'm sure you've done this, right? I mean, Bailey's was always a staple for a coffee additive. And, I picked up the St. Brendan's, and I'd just go on with all the Saints and Irish knockoffs that are out there, and I never found anything that held up to Bailey's. And I would say that again, I'm not necessarily saying that the Beam Cream has a Bailey's profile. I may need to do that one next, but yeah. Anyway, Beam Cream gonna get another bottle for sure. So the Buffalo Trace Bourbon Cream, same. It's a 30 proof liqueur. I don't see many tasting notes on here about it. Make sure I'm not losing my video. Nope. Yeah, so we'll just go in for it. So this is same. I mean, maybe just some hints of oak or barrel or bourbon in there. Nothing crazy. I mean, if you're like, hey, I don't like bourbon, or I don't like the nuances or taste of bourbon, this stuff isn't going to scare you away. 100% different. I didn't blind these per se because I knew kind of what I was going to get or where I was going to go after I tasted the Beam. So the Buffalo Trace Bourbon Cream, if you like butterscotch pudding or those little butterscotch disc candies, this all day long, this is butterscotch pudding. That's the best way I could describe it compared to the eggnog kind of holiday spice notes that you're getting off the Beam Cream. I think both are equally good. Both are, to me, right? I mean, you know that they're both creams, but very different. It's gonna go crazy here, and let's just see. see what they taste like together. Didn't really change just kind of the combined smells of both, so. It's actually really good. It's like butterscotch eggnog. So there you have it. Both of these were around 20 bucks. Both are 30 proofers. The Buffalo Trace, even though it's been out a little longer, I still saw more of the Beam liqueur in the stores than I did the Buffalo Trace. Most of the Trace stuff was limit 1 per bottle. I didn't see any limits on the Beam. So, if you're into this cream liqueur, have at it. I did add some to some coffee this morning. Thought it was fantastic. Again, depending on which profile you like, for 20 bucks, I'd say pick them both up and try them for yourself. Till next time, cheers.